Hey everybody. This is gonna be one of those unusual videos where I just talk about life and stuff because I think most people kind of find me talking entertaining somehow. I don't think I have much to say that's particularly interesting, but for some reason people sometimes end up bewildered, crazed, and whatnot because I just tend to speak my mind very, very honestly. So I shall do that because I honestly want to say a lot. So, recently I've gotten a freaking job at retail, and I heard many bad things about retail. There's fast food, which is hell on earth. It's always busy. People make you stay after all the freaking time. It's not pleasant, right? And retail is a big improvement on that, but it also provides its own very, very massive stresses, right? And I personally still prefer retail in many, many ways. I just think that my current job has given me incredibly bad luck. So, funny story is that when I first tried to apply for this job, when I talked to the person who owned the store then, she tried to give me like $15 an hour, which was a decrease of my pay rate at the time, which, by the way, I was willing to take, but for some reason she didn't hire me. So, she's now like gone for a little bit with her own personal stuff, and after I applied again, talked to someone who took her place for the time being until she comes back, I got basically 17 hours an hour. So, it's just like $17 an hour after interviewing like the second time. That's crazy, right? So this is already an interesting start, and the people there are, well, let's just say that not all of them are bad. None of them seem like bad people, but Jesus Christ, working with them is literal fucking hell. Like, I left my first job because of like a really crazy woman who like has a problem with swearing because it's like a family restaurant, right? And I burnt myself, and then I accidentally let it out. I let out a little cussy wussy, and then she's like making a fussy wussy, all right? And of course, rather than like try and empathize or like hey, this was just a pure accident, and like some of the other coworkers got burned, she's just been having a bad week entirely. Some of the other coworkers had noticed, but she's just like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna take out my fucking bad life on all of you." Like, goddamn, just drink alcohol, or do a lot of drugs. Just numb yourself to it. That's the only thing you can do as like a freaking fast food worker. Everybody does it, except for me. But if you're gonna like stay in that and stay in like the fast food business and like do all this shit, 500 hours in a single week. Like, just consider doing that instead of taking out others. I would much rather you just smoke a pack than smoke a guy for just a single word. But that was my first job. I left that, and then my second job, I just have, it's like a slow, very, very slow, very, very boring place, and all the workers there just kind of are lazy and suck. And I was one of the better workers there, but I still got fired because the boss there just didn't like me, because like I recognized that he was kind of lazy. He didn't do his job, and so did a lot of other people too. And they kept on hiring like bad people and the wrong people. And not gonna lie, there was like someone who was literally like disabled, like intellectually, and honestly, some of his motor functions weren't even functioning properly. And he managed to pump out really good burgers compared to like the people who have more brains, and they just fuck. I don't know what to say, like a literal freaking. I don't know what to say, but like I ended up getting fired for no apparent reason. They didn't even give me a reason. I managed to get some unemployment benefits from that. Yeah, nice. But wow, okay. Ended up escaping that hellhole. Third workplace, it was a hellhole there. I have to work with a bunch of freaking people who can't even speak English, and then they just don't even do a good job. Do you know how much freaking oil that they add into the food? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you just, do you want to just drink a whole bottle of like soybean oil? Like, at that point you may as well just drink that. Would you like some food to go with that oil, my guy? Like, Jesus, please just follow the recipe. And I don't mean like by the order. I mean like just cook normally. please cook like you're sane, but I don't even want to eat there anymore. And my fourth job, my current job, it's retail now. I finally moved up in the world. I get paid quite a fair bit. And coworkers there are certainly very unique, to say the least. There's like this one crazy woman who's like micromanaging me to hell and back. She's trying to like drag me everywhere here and there and also chain me up in a certain place. Like I'm stuck on doing registers, talking with people, just like checking people out. She just does not want me to be anywhere else. Like she just refuses to let me like work anywhere else. So I'm just like stuck on registers. I'm moving back and forth to places because I just want to move my legs because it's tiring just standing around all the time. And she's just like, no, you have to stay on registers. And then, after a little bit, after I decide, all right, sure, I'll stay on registers, she's just like, why aren't you doing anything else? And it's just like, you told me not, like she actually tells me not to do a specific task. And then like later on the day, she's just like, oh, sorry, why didn't you do this? You told me not to. Are you like mentally like disabled? Are you like, is there something wrong with your head? Is there like what's happening here, buddy? I'm wanting to help, but you won't let me help. What's going on? Oh yeah, and then like later, when I was like finally getting used to the place, and I was leaving a note, and I was like bored, I decided to like draw a little fucking shit post, like a Megamind, like no whatever, like no bitches meme, and taped it up on a thing because I needed like something, but it's never usually there. So I decided, all right, why don't I just do that? And like somebody threw a freaking fit because of that. Like they presumed like I was being lazy, that I was just like drawing, even though it took me like 5 freaking seconds to draw. Like that's all it took. And when I like admitted it, I got chewed out even more. And it's just like, all right, guess I won't ever admit to my mistakes ever again. Like at this point, this place is incentivizing me to lie, to do a whole bunch of unethical shit, because being honest and a good person certainly is not paying me well at all. Nor is hard working either. Like, I'm actually being rewarded to be a lazy piece of shit, and also to not do any work and to delegate it all to someone else because, well, for one, I'm just a lowly bottom of the barrel worker. They still need me because manpower is more necessary, and I'll bring in the consistent profits here and there, I'll do that, but like, fucking hell, it's basically like, how would I put it? The reason why I'm making this video is because of a recent issue, but I want to get to that in a very, very smooth and transitioning storyline. So, I have this crazy manager, and I've already talked about her a little bit, and, she just wants to lock me up in one place and just keeps me here. She likes to tell me to do things and also not to do things, the same thing, and then blame me for either doing or not doing something, and it's always a goddamn massive pain to deal with. And then we have this guy who gets angry at a massive shit post. Like, it's not even a massive shitpost, it's just like a minor one. Like, imagine getting mad at a meme because, like, one of the freaking machines ain't working. Like, I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. It was working yesterday. I said it was working yesterday. I don't know how to tell you. I'm admitting to my mistakes. I didn't mean for that to happen, and yet somehow you're still presuming the worst in me? Okay, then fuck you too. I hope you fucking... Well, I guess I can't say that on YouTube, but I genuinely do not respect any of these people anymore. Except for like a few people for now, but honestly, I'm just hoping that they stay like good people. I hope that I'm able to get along because like, it's currently down to 2, and I don't even know, my guy. I don't even know how long these few people are gonna stay sane. So, there's like this grumpy old woman who's probably like way past her 60s at this freaking point, who like likes to micromanage me. I had to put up tags, right? That's something you do in like most places, right? We put up tags, and this lady is like, when I decided to hold it differently in my hand, she decided to fucking complain to me about how I was holding it wrong and how I was prone to do mistakes by holding it not in her very, very oddly specific way. You gotta be kidding me about that. There is no freaking way that somehow me holding the tags in my own preferred way to fit my hand a bit more better is somehow going to decrease productivity. Like, that is literally what they do. Like, I don't know. I'd really refuse to believe that this is like one of the better performing stores if they micromanage that little stuff. Like, Jesus. Just calm down. Take a chill pill. We had to do like drug tests. I had to do drug tests when I applied. And like, I managed, I passed. I don't do that shit. But like, these people, fast food is one thing. Like, the people there are like significantly more mentally stable than the people in retail. I'm not sure how to even feel about that. Like, these people, like, every single place I've been to, like, somebody in fast food always, there's like one guy who's like doing hardcore drugs. They'll tell me about their dealer. They'll tell me about shit that I'm not even allowed to say about. I'm actually joking about that, but for legal purposes and whatnot. And of course, that's actually genuine reality. But that's just how it is. Like, I know so many people who've done so many drugs, and like the experiences, how they feel, and they sometimes even like try and offer me that, and I always just say no, and it's just like, nah, I don't really want that shit, right? And these people, they can't have it, or else they'd fail and not even be hired to begin with. But I gotta be honest, these people actually need it. They need like straight up vodka, like 80% alcohol, 90%, 99% alcohol. Every single day. They need to do weed. They need to smoke cigarettes. They need to like go on Xanax. They need to like every single drug in the book. They need to be on antidepressants. They need to make like that one drink that you make with like soda alcohol and like that cough syrup drink. Lean. Yeah, lean. They need to like do that, because like they are genuinely more insane than literally anyone I've ever met throughout my entire career. And goddamn, I genuinely don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, there's significantly better people to freaking. I don't know. They need the drugs that they are denied. Like, these people, they're healthy. They're. Well, like, the fucking old lady is, like, that grumpy, she's, like, egg-shaped. I don't think she's that healthy. And considering the stress that she always goes through and she puts herself to, she's also bad at her job. Like, I'm new here. I haven't even been here for more than a month, and I've already gotten the hang of everything, and I'm able to solve my customers' problems almost instantly. Like, if they have a problem with, like, a refund or anything of the sort, I only call for help when I absolutely do not know what the fuck I'm doing. And, when I'm not authorized or don't have the power to do something. But, like, when I do something, I instantly solve it. I don't need, like, a manager or anything. In fact, this crazy manager is, like, the main reason why I just have a reluctance to even call for help. Because, like, if someone is having, like, an issue with a refund or whatever, I will literally try to solve it myself, because I just don't want to deal with, like, any of these freaking people, because like you guys have been here longer than me. You guys should be more skilled than me. You guys should know more than me. You guys should be able to solve things more better than me, but somehow utterly fucking stink. What the hell are you even doing here? Why are you even working here? How is this even like one of the more profitable places from what I hear? I genuinely don't believe that. I think it's supposed to be, I think I might have misheard. I think it's like they were trying to become like the more profitable stores, not like they are one of the more profitable stores, because I refuse to believe it. Not with these people, not with how they solve problems, not with how, like, literally how they go about their entire lives and work with all this stuff. And, third person here is just, oh my god, I don't even know. Third person is like the Twitter racist stereotype. I've heard rumors about him, right? He's like, he always like checks the bags of every single black person that comes into the store, like just to make, right before they leave, when they go in the bathroom, just to make sure. That's like apparently what that guy did way, before I came in. That's the type of rumors I've been hearing, and I'm just like, all right. I'm like, because of my previous work experiences, and like one guy who like likes to talk shit about other people, he all his words ended up being true. So like whatever you say, like I will believe it half true, half, like half of me will trust you and believe it's true, but the other parts of me are just going to pretend that I didn't hear that and, trust that maybe that's wrong. Maybe, it's just misunderstandings. This guy isn't like racist or like sexist. Like this guy is like white man, like the stereotypical, like the Twitter white man. Like this is the person that everybody imagines winning an argument against in their heads on Twitter. Like every single Twitter person, what that person exists. I found him. It is the white man. The white man. I mean, like, and he's actually really reserved. I think I prefer him out over like most of these people. And my only experience is that like he just throws like a fit whenever he has to like actually talk to people and ring people up. Like, goddamn. Like I was like busy making something in the freaking store, and like then this guy had, like, I'm just like, I'll get to them. I'm almost done. It's like gonna be like 10 seconds. I'll be with them shortly. And I did get it done. It was short, and then I'm immediately after a customer immediately after, he's on the registers ringing it up, and I'm just like, yeah, I can take over for you. And he like full force kicks one of the baskets. Like, what the hell, man? Why are you so angry? All you had to do was just. I had it. You didn't even have to come. I literally just got here. Why are you angry? What caused this? What's this? What on earth caused that little sudden burst of anger? How immature do you have to be to do that? Alright, also the fat round egg-shaped manager, the little she demon. She also tried to imply that like I should quit if I'm not having fun, as if she was trying to get rid of me. That was also amazing. This is still amazing because I'm still working here. She's still, I still have to talk to her. Because I don't have the authority to do absolutely everything. And in rare occasions where I have to and I'm working with her, I actually have to call for her help. And that is really genuinely annoying. I'd rather just not. I'd rather just solve my problems on my own. But, we have, like, psycho woman who like micromanages everything and like will complain about everything, tells you not to do something and then to do something and then complain about you not doing or doing something all the freaking time. We have like this guy who gets angry at memes, like literal shitpost memes, and then we have the literal stereotypical white man from like Twitter, like all their like assumptions, like literally all their every single argument you think you'd win against this guy, all the personality traits that all of Twitter imagines a white person is, that guy has it for some goddamn reason. Not literally, of course, but that's one of the fun things. It's just like this guy just immediately throws a fit. We're not enemies yet, but like I don't see us getting along anytime soon if that's his like personality and attitude. And then like now we have fourth guy here, fourth woman actually, old lady, a bit lean, somehow is married, but like for some reason like she keeps on pestering me to do work everywhere. Like whenever I'm busy somewhere else or I'm about to say, oh hey, I can get the works done, and then she's immediately over the freaking comms like, oh, I need someone else at the registers. There's like two people there. She's currently holding a very, very long conversation with a customer she's currently dealing with. And there's just one customer up front. I'm sorry, what? This place just incentivizes laziness. And I've heard, oh man, this is gonna make the next part even, like, the next person even fucking funnier in a lot of ways. And, oh yeah, you might have noticed by now, but the only thing I'm complaining about are actually my coworkers. I haven't met a single customer who was like a genuine Karen, who was genuinely like unpleasant to deal with. Like I might have met a Karen, but it's just like, yeah, I understand your plight. I'm gonna try to solve your issues. Don't worry about it. And I'm sorry that you have to go through this. I hope that I can help you. I will try to help you because I think it's also unfair, and I don't want you to just simply suffer through this because I believe it is a reasonable thing to get angry at this, and the fact that you're, not full out screaming and you're actually trying to be courteous and polite and trying to get this resolved in a nice civil manner is actually that's not what a Karen does. Like if you want to speak to a manager, sure, I'll call him over, go right ahead. I'm not a manager here. I can try and help you the best I can, that they won't, or whatnot. But none of the customers I'm pretty sure that if I had to be perfectly honest, I'd rather deal with like 50 Karens in a row than like most of my coworkers. And so like Our next person on the list, this old lady who like constantly chats up customers, but like never ever like seems to get things speedily moved along. And I understand that you need to talk to people and like actually socialize and make this place like a bit welcoming, but like I don't fucking. It's just you don't have to hold a conversation with everyone you meet. You just have to like check them out. And if you want to keep talking, you can always just like wait and like talk when it's slow. Like the customers don't understand. I used to be a customer, like I am a guy who walks in like grocery stores and stuff and buys stuff. I understand when things don't work or things that do and don't and whatnot. I understand. I really do because everybody's a customer. We have to go shopping for our daily groceries. No shit. Why do you like the expectations, the way people do things is so contradictory that I have no idea what the hell's going on. All I do at work is just check things out and do a few tasks here and there that are like extraneous. But honestly, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing in the store other than like ring people up. Like I've been trained, I know how to do things, but like when it comes to the expectations, like do you guys want me to do a horrible fucking job or do you want me to do a good job? And in either case, what's a good job and what's a bad job? Is a bad job actually doing hard work and actually getting stuff done, and a good job being an absolute lazy prick who just lazes around all day? Or is it common sense that good things, you're supposed to do things good and well and hard work and all that stuff? I've worked hard on this. This place is lazy, and yet somehow they ask more of me and yet less of me at the same time. It's all contradictory. I don't understand a single thing of what's going on here. But this old lady, she like constantly tries to chat me up, try and talk to me, and like I'm just like I kind of don't. I know I'm your coworker and all, but I will hold a conversation with you, but I really don't. For the express reason that like I don't need to. I don't have anything interesting to say, and I'd rather just keep to myself for the hell of the I'm a reserved individual. What the hell? I don't really feel like talking, and I don't really find your life interesting, to be perfectly frank and honest. Like if I said that out loud, I would come across as rude, but generally most people don't actually interest me that much. When I find someone that interests me, I will be literally obvious about it. I can assure you that about no one in the entire place actually interests me because I don't see them as that interesting, right? All right, they're just like coworkers. They're like people I can talk with. Maybe we can be friends, but like we're not that. I'm not exactly the type of person who's gonna chat with you. I don't find you interesting. I don't really feel like talking with you. And we can have that talk. You can have that talk. You can talk about me. You can like talk with me, and you can like tell me about things that you want to say or hear, and I'll listen patiently. But like I won't be the type of person who's gonna be like, oh hey, today this happened or today that happened. Like unless it relates to work, because otherwise. Why? I don't really feel the need to. There's nothing that relates either of us. Like I'm not gonna presume that you're like into anime or like you're into Sherlock Holmes or you also do arts or you make music or you're a mathematician or you used to try to become a doctor or you graduated from college but now you're like giant debt. I don't relate to that. I literally dropped out of college so that way I didn't rack up huge amounts of debt. Sorry to be you. Ha ha ha. Look, I don't really know how to explain this, but I really don't feel like socializing that much because I really think that a job should be as simple as just sticking to my job. But of course, people won't let me fucking do that, for one, because of a literal freaking manager that literally won't let me do my fucking job, and then everybody telling me like I have to be this or there, like not work here, and like I have to be everywhere all at once, and they're telling me to balance things when it's just like, well, yeah, I am balancing things. Are you like asking me to teleport around the store or have multiple bodies? What the fuck is going on? Calm the fuck down. And this old lady, like she doesn't seem to do much of a job anyway. In fact, like recently, she's always called me to help. Like she's always just like redirecting any customers to me. Like I'm new here. I don't even know much about things, but then people are just like, oh, I don't even know how to like do this extra thing that is required in this job that like we're all supposed to be trained on. So I'm just gonna redirect you to the new guy who should be more unexperienced, who shouldn't know what's going on, yet somehow knows more than you. What the hell's going on, old lady? Could you consider retirement? Because your personality is kind of becoming unpleasant right now. Especially like I feel like I've gone crazy as well because like one of the craziest fucking things this recent event like involves like twisted common sense, like like literal crazy person. I don't mean like a like a murder crazy. I mean like sense of reality is completely, it's not, it's like there's something off. There's like something weird. Like like her mind, her the way she says something so stupid, so confidently, as if it's reality, and is persistent about that. It genuinely, like, I began to question like if I was even real at that fucking point. But why don't we tell you the fun story here? This lady, for some reason, all right, actually, why don't we start off with a question, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe your cat too, or dog, or whatever pet that you have, maybe your goldfish too. Would you throw away dirty old pennies? Yes or no? And if you answered no, you'd be right and in common sense, because I also asked that to many different customers immediately after today. Like, Jesus. Like, I had to ask so many people just to make sure that I wasn't going fucking insane. Because this lady likes to throw away old dirty pennies. Like, in the trash. She, like, we have, like, spare change lying around, and, like, she will throw it away. Like, dirty old pennies, and, like, she'll still make sure that, like, the registers are, like, of equal, you know, they aren't gonna be, like, less value, like, we're not losing any pennies here and there, because if we were, we would be losing, like, you know, just by rough calculations in my head, just some math in my head, we'd already have lost, like, $35 cumulatively, if it was just, like, she's working there for, like, 5 years, and she's been doing that shit for, like, every single day she's worked, and that's just, like, the guesstimate. I'm probably right about that, actually. You know, the company's probably less, like, $35 in just pennies alone, and I don't know why. Like, she just told me, like, oh, hey, I will throw away old pennies. I'll throw away these dirty old pennies because I think it's disrespectful and it's disgusting. Like, it's disrespectful to give them to customers. I'm just like, what? What? I don't think most people care. I don't care. And when I asked around, nobody else cares. And when I give them a dirty old penny, they don't even care either. They just, like, say, all right, yep, that's the right amount. Have a good day. Bye. What the fuck is going on? What do you mean it's disrespectful? What do you mean it's freaking a penny? It's made out of copper. What do you mean dirty? It's nothing's growing on it because the copper kills all life on it by default. That's like something you learn in like science class. So this old lady, like she says it so confidently. Like this woman is like throwing away perfectly good money. And like today, I literally dug it out of the trash because I know she was working this morning. I shook at the trash bin and I heard little like chimes in the trash bin. I'm just like, fuck it. No, I'm gonna take this money for myself. I don't care if it's considered robbery because like, what the fuck? You're throwing away perfectly good money. And like the crazy shit is that she says that pocketing the spare change, like even though it's not going to the store, is considered stealing, but like throwing it away, what the fuck? That's not considered like stealing and then like disposal. That's just like what? Why on earth are you getting rid of money? You could, and look, even if you find it dirty, you could just exchange it at the bank for like a prettier, shinier penny. But like this woman is like genuinely batshit insane. Like she came back from break, seeing me dig through the dumpsters, picking out the pennies, and she's just like criticizing me. Are you like a dumpster diver? Are you like a raccoon? And freaking. And then she's like interrogating me, like, why would you ever want dirty pennies? Why would you give customers dirty pennies? These are like disgusting. Why on earth would you save pennies? They're like, you just throw them away because they're trash, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I think the same about money, but like if it's dirty, then I want to throw away. Like there are other dirty coins as well, nickels, dimes, quarters. There's plenty of dirty stuff that I've seen, but like she just has it out specifically for pennies. And like every single time I see her, whenever I know that she's working, and like with that knowledge, it just drives me insane how like she literally wastes money. So like today I just went like, fuck it, I'm gonna take the money for myself. I literally do not care if this company literally allows for like the complete waste of money. Then why the fuck are you even gonna complain if I take it? And hell. If you are literally throwing away good money, then what the fuck are you even running a business for? Like, I know it's pennies, and are you gonna fire me for that shit? Are you gonna fire me for literal pennies that someone else threw away and decided themselves that are also a more experienced person? Because I genuinely thought this was freaking normal, so I had to fucking ask. She literally drove me insane. I began to question my reality, and I'm just like, hey, are we supposed to throw this shit away? No, we aren't. No, we aren't. I literally went and said, all right, I was gonna pocket this. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I was going to pocket this because I thought this was literally gonna be trash because she threw it away. And honestly, I don't have a problem admitting it because, well, and now I know it's not trash. I know what she's doing is wrong. My confusion's cleared up. I don't fucking care. Like, I wouldn't take it if it wasn't trash. Like, if nobody else wants it, like, that's why it's trash. If nobody wants it, but I can find a use for it, I'll gladly take it. But like, this woman is like interrogating me after she finds out. She's like she's like after my neck. She's like, oh yeah, have you saved enough pennies for a house? I'm just like, no, that's not how it fucking works. Like, all the little pennies that you throw away can add up and be a huge amount. And it's just like, she immediately comes with like, oh, have you saved enough for a house? And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just intentionally trying to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck? This woman is literally going batshit insane over dirty pennies. And the fucking craziest goddamn thing I've ever fucking had to heard in my entire life, there's apparently a conspiracy theory about dirty pennies. Do you know what the fuck I feel about that? Do you know? I don't like, she didn't outright say it, alright? She didn't outright fucking say that there's a fucking conspiracy theory about fucking dirty pennies. But this psycho bitch, this crazy bitch, her sense of reality is already twisted. I feel when I'm trying to understand her, when my mind automatically tries to understand this psychotic woman's thinking, like, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to understand what the hell is going on. Why are you thinking like this? Like, I understand, like, you hate dirty coins. All right, that's fine. But why are you throwing? Why on earth are you presuming all these things? Why are you so adamant about this? Like, you can always just save them away or like exchange them. There's like other ways to do it instead of like getting rid of that. What the hell? And I feel like, I hope you guys understand how completely flabbergasted and like how flabbergasted, how fucked I am in the head right now because of all this experience. I hope you guys understand. Because, like, she's just like one offhand comment, like, this is like what she fucking said. She's just like, haven't you noticed that recently a lot of the pennies have been getting dirtier? What the fuck am I supposed to say about that? Like, I guess. I mean, currency like, sometimes coins get dirty. Exchanges, copper oxidizes and like sometimes stains happen with the, it's just like, yeah, sure, yeah, I guess if you're focusing, I don't even, who pays attention to how dirty the pennies are? Like, who on the fucking, like, she's like picking, every single day, this woman is likely looking through the registers, through every single penny in the store and like counting how many dirty pennies there are, the ratio, she's like doing the math in her head, how many dirty pennies there are, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, yeah, I mean, I kind of do. I mean, when you think about it, yeah, I guess there is like a bunch of dirty pennies recently, and she's just like, like, when I just went like, oh yeah, I kind of noticed that, and she just nods at me and just goes like, yeah, now you know what I mean, you understand. What the fuck is it? What the fuck? No, I don't understand. What? What do you mean by that? I understand. What do you mean? What do you mean by yeah? What do you mean by yeah? That's not how this conversation should end. That's not what the fuck do you mean by fucking more pennies have been becoming dirty recently. Yeah. You're paying that. Like, there's so many questions to ask. You're paying attention to that. You're counting the pennies. You're like, are you like doing statistics in your head? Are you? Why is this important? Why are there dirty pennies important? Why you haven't touched like the dirty nickels yet, or the dimes, or the quarters? Would you throw away slightly tethered $1 bills? Would you do it for $5, $10, $20, $50, $100? Are you willing to like throw that shit? Are you willing to throw those monies away? Like, you're not even gonna exchange it. You're like literally going to fucking throw it away. Like and then like fucking, huh? Woman, what the fuck are you going on about? What do you mean by yeah? Hey, you know that pennies are a lot of more pennies are being very, very dirty recently? Yeah. Is there a conspiracy theory of dirty pennies? What do you have against dirty pennies? What do you have with this obsession of clean, shiny pennies? What's going on here? Why are you so obsessed? Why are you so confident? Why are you so adamant about this? I even called her out on it. I'm just like, you seem very, very, like, passionate about these pennies. And she's just like, oh no, but it's disgusting and like germs and it's just like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. You have like such twisted common sense that I don't even know where I should begin explaining. I feel like it should be as simple as saying you're wasting money. That's a stupid idea fundamentally, no matter what. I don't care if it's a few cents. That shit adds up. And if you're smart with money, if you have an IQ higher than like, well, I mean what? Maybe anyone who's like below 120 is just should just be considered like clinical. Like there's no helping it. There's no saving them. But like I don't know, is dementia hitting her? Is she suffering from Alzheimer's? What the fuck is going on? Is she not eating right? What the fuck? Why are you so adamant about this? What do you mean by yeah? What is this? Are you talking about? Are you implying that there's like a conspiracy theory about like why we have dirty pennies, or there's like a sudden increase in dirty pennies that nobody would even care or notice about? It's copper. Our fucking coins are like one of the more valuable things because they're like made out of real like metal. Like in case like the government freaking goes down or whatever and it becomes like complete anarchy, like the entire world suddenly goes down, the coins can be like re-smelted into like other metals and be used for other purposes. That's how valuable the coins are. That's the reason we use metals to begin with. It's because like it's how we. It's the fundamental. I feel like I've lost all. I feel like everything I've learned in economics class and like everything from history about like money and our history of how it formed, our currency, it's just gone out the fucking window. Like this woman has no concept of. She doesn't, in her mind. There's no concept of like the history of the currency that has formed and why it is the way that it is. Like, I'm going fucking insane. I'm going fucking insane. And the fucking worst part, the next person, this is like fucking person number 5 at this point. The other manager, my current boss right now, right? I reported it. I've heard some bad rumors about him too, but I personally didn't care too much. You know, same principle. I'll remember it, but I won't treat it as if they're true. And when I reported it to him, do you know what he said? Like, he obviously agreed that was like, it wasn't, no, he didn't agree that was wasting money. He just said that wasn't what, anyone was supposed to do. Like, that's the only thing we agreed upon. But for the actual reason? Fellas, take a good guess. What do you think he said? What do you think he said? You guys get like it's an open question. It's not multiple choice. You can answer it however you like. What do you think? Why do you think he agreed that that's not what it should? That's not how it should have been done. But it wasn't for like the actual sane reason. What do you think the reason is? I can tell you right now. If you think it's just like it's a waste of money, it's not. That's not the reason. If you think it's considered stealing from the store, no, that's not the reason either. Out of guesses? Here's the actual fucking reason. He presumed that she was wasting her time counting and plucking, like, cherry picking pennies. And that the waste of time was very, very disappointing and annoying, and something that he got slightly irritated about. You understand why, like, I feel like I've gone crazy here, right? Like, it wasn't because, like, it's a waste of money. It wasn't because it was stealing from the store in some sense, because, like, she's taking it for her own use, technically. And that use is putting it in the fucking trash bin. So technically, I actually stole from her after she stole it from the store, which is absolutely hilarious when you think about it. But I'm still going to be the one who's going to be considered a thief because, well, I stole from someone who stole because they have this weird, strange alien obsession over copper coins. And then this guy is just like, I can't believe this fucker is wasting time picking pennies. This is unacceptable. I'll have to speak with her. I'll speak with her. I feel like I've gone insane. I might have gone insane a long time ago. Am I in a silent? Please wake me up. Please just, like, wake me up. What does the real world look like? There is no way in hell this can be real. There's no way in hell any of these people can be real. How is that the big... Like, she's throwing money away. That's just... What? So wait, if it wasn't a waste... If it, like, was a store task, if it wasn't a waste of time, would you just agree to it? You wouldn't find it stupid? It wouldn't be considered, like, stealing or waste of money to the store or anything else. Like, I know it's changing. We can't be counted on, like, profits. And it's just, like, to cover customers who, like, you know, lack a little bit of coins here and there. You know? It's just there to help, like, customers here and there. Nah, man. I feel like I've gone insane. Like, that. There's no way. Right? There's just no way. Yeah, but that's like 5 whole people who are like clinically insane, and there's like 2 people who I think are chill. There's like some new people, and you know, I don't even work with in the other sector of like the store as well, so I don't even know what they're like. But I mean, like, one of them made cookies and, you know, gave it to like the entire freaking store. So it's just like, yeah, you know what, that lady is chill, but like, I don't talk with you much and I don't interact with you much, so I don't even know what to even think of you. And the people who I mainly work with, 5 out of like 7 of them, well, actually 8, I think, if I'm not forgetting anything, plus there's like some new people, so like 9, 10, that's like 70% of them are genuinely fucking batshit insane. And I guess I'm one of them. You know, I have like social issues, I have autism, I'm like, I can't talk, right? I don't do things like socially normally or acceptably in a lot of ways. I do things that are like confusing as fuck to other people, but you know, like I'll do things that people will obviously misinterpret like hell and back. But what am I supposed to do? How is this woman like still feeling like she's a good person, or is living in any remotely happy life? The way she micromanages and like nitpicks about literally everything, tells people not to do things and then blames them for not doing it, tells people to do it and then blame them for doing it. A fucking guy who gets angry at memes of all fucking things and presumes like the worst in people. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then we have like freaking third person is just... And then we, you know, the stereotypical, like, I thought that was a freaking joke, but, like, that guy actually exists. I mean, he's not my personal enemy yet, and he's, like, not that bad, in my opinion. He's still a good person. But, like, yeah, he needs some fucking attitude adjustment, not gonna lie. Fourth person, some crazy old bat is just throwing away perfectly good money. And then, like, and then this manager is just like, eh? Waste of time? I mean, and like the one thing that I find odd about that is just like, I don't know, like I've always been expected to always be perfect in the store while also not being criticized for almost any of my imperfections. Like, I'm being treated as if I need to be perfect about things I can't be perfect on. Like, I have to be able to like create some products in the store, and then also do registers at the same time, and also get both of them done, and to keep an eye out like an omnipotent entity just for the store. Like, they won't complain about me stocking things like wrong, or you know, like being confused about that. And you know, it's not that big of a deal anyway, and they're not going to criticize me about like not realigning the shelves to be like pitch looking perfect. Nor do they criticize me about like placing the tags like imperfectly. I do try to make it perfect. I do try to like make it straight and stuff. But like, they're asking me to do impossible things and then like not caring about the stuff that is possible. What the fuck is going on here? And what do you mean by waste time? Like, it was early, like, she does it every early in that. I thought, don't you guys work with her a lot? What's going on? I thought you guys knew. Why am I, like, how am I new? Know more than most people, accomplish more than most people, all within a month, and I just don't understand. I really don't. So, I guess I have, like, 5 enemies at worst within a whole month at this new workplace. 5 straight off the bat. I've been somehow speedrunning, getting an entire company store against me. I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how. Like, what the fuck what am I supposed to do about this? Like, these people are... I feel like I've gone insane. How on earth I thought the customers would be horrible. But these people, like, I guess it has to even out somewhere, if all the customers are nice and pleasant, it's got to even out somewhere, yin and yang, plus and minus, we have very good customers, barely any of them really faze me, but then, like, all my coworkers, like, nearly all my coworkers, half of them, have, like, a very massive attitude. Like, a crazy attitude. That doesn't help anything, that doesn't get anything done, but they just have it. And they're fine with themselves as who they are, despite the fact that they are genuinely horrible beings who are genuinely unlikable. And a lot of shit gets talked about them behind each of their backs. Like the freaking manager who's like fucking criticized me about holding the tags wrong. Criticized, like, the second person who got angry at memes for always being late. And then we have, the third guy is just, like, rumors that are bad about him, and everybody talks about him like, oh yeah, we don't want to bother him. Yeah, he'll get fairly angry if you make him do any work. And then, like, fourth guy, fifth guy, sixth guy, it just, like, all the rumors just kind of pop around. What the hell? Everybody's talking behind each other's backs, and I guess I'm kind of participating in that. And, I'm not exactly I'm not exactly a good person either. I gotta be perfectly honest. But Jesus fucking Christ, you're unpleasant. All of you are. What the fuck is going on? Please, just all of you consider weed. I'm not going to do it ever, but I think these people, like, actually need to be on, like, painkillers. They need to be high all the time in order to, like, be sane from now on. I don't know what else to say. These people are, like, all these people, like, this entire store is, like, half of them are insane, and I don't know if it's because working in retail for so long has done this to them, or if it's just them. And the funny thing is that, like, this still isn't over with it. My current boss, is just here to replace the old one who tried to give me, like, $15 an hour and try to, like, scam me out of, like, some 2 extra bucks per hour. And also didn't hire me. And from what I hear, she is a very, very nitpicky perfectionist and will get on you for literally every single imperfection. It's not over. It's not over. I can get the job done, but by God, dealing with everybody in the entire store is just it's something. It's crazy. But that's really about it. I honestly didn't expect retail to be, like, this hellish. Well, not really hellish. Again, the work's pretty easy. Like, I just check, I just go, like, hey, how's your day been going? And, and did you find everything all right? I can help you find some items. I can walk around the store, look through things, and, just, like, help people. And I've memorized more or less where most things are by their general location. Couldn't specify a specific area to find an item in, but, it's fairly simple. Just talk with customers, give them what they want, and then set them on their merry way. That's all there is to. That's literally all there is to this entire this work. I just give the customer what they want. I'm not sure what else to say. That's all there is to it. It's so simple. And you know, sometimes I stock the shelves too. Sometimes scan items out for like online orders. I sometimes do like expiration date checks. It's easy. It's so easy. But like these people are like insane. They can't get any work done. They always presume the worst. And at the end of it, like, they're all like, there's something twisted about all of their heads. Like, they, like, getting angry at a meme, throwing away pennies because they're dirty, and, like, being so obsessed that, like, I genuinely believe that she thinks there's, like, a conspiracy theories about dirty pennies. I genuinely believe that she thinks that. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to describe it. I can't prove it for absolute certainty, but I am 100% sure that she just thinks that. That she just freaking, that there's like a conspiracy theory about copper coins. And I don't even you guys have no idea how crazy this freaking, like, the work's so easy. It works so easy. Why can't the people be easy too? Like, not like the customers, because they're easy. But the coworkers, why are they all? What happened to you? Who hurt you? Who are the people who hurt you? Why are you still hurt, and why haven't you healed? And finally, would you mind not bleeding on me? Just slap a band-aid on it. And if you're really gonna have to bleed, please don't squirt it on me. What? I don't know what else to say. This place pays well, but Jesus Christ, I'm going insane. I am going insane. I feel like I'm going insane because I feel like all common sense in this entire world is just gone. There's just no common sense left. It's just, I don't understand how they think at all. Or maybe it's just me, like, because I have autism. I don't understand I don't understand what's normal here. I don't understand the common sense in this world. Maybe I'm going insane, but like, I've re-verified it. I asked around. Like, there's people who agree with me. People who like see things from my perspective, and like, even when I admit my mistakes, and you know, it's just like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you kind of, well, you know, I mean, I understand where you came from, and you know, it's not that far, and whatnot. You know, it's like, I'm not exactly the most common of man, nor am I the normalest of man, but like, you know, I'm only slightly off center. Everybody else, I don't know. Now that's gonna be it for this little video. Thank you all so much for listening to me ramble and yap and whatnot. And if you liked it, well, do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and share it with your friends, because I would, you know, ask your friends this simple question and give me their answer too. Or, you know, tell them to comment on this video and, you know, ask them with a simple yes or no answer. Would you throw away dirty old pennies? Because I feel like I've gone insane. I don't know why she's so adamant about it. She's like the only person I know in the entire planet. And yet she's so certain, so absolute certain that that is the right thing to do. Like, that is the common sense thing to do. That what I did, they can throw the trash to pick it out to save money, was like the oddest thing. And like, genuinely something that she needed to interrogate me about. Like, she was literally prodding and asking me questions. And like, would you get mad if somebody at your workplace drew a shitty meme in like 10 seconds? Like, it wasn't even that quality. It was just like, it was like drawing a stick man. Like, would you get angry at that? You gotta let me know that. Do you think that waste of time is more of a grave sin than like results, value, and everything else? Despite, despite like most jobs being a waste of time anyway. What's going on? I need to know. I need to know. I'm like going fucking insane. I'm going fucking insane. I'm going insane, 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 insane. Uh, I hope you guys have a good night because it's nighttime for me. I need to go to sleep after eating a nice hearty meal because I want to get a meal in before I go to sleep. But eating too late would cause my stomach acid to probably act up and it's going to interfere with my sleep, but I don't really care. I just want to eat a meal, a nice delicious meal before I go to sleep. I'm going insane, guys. I'm going insane.